Hello, this is Coyote with Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out soon. I thought it would be kind of fun to give a farewell to Grand Theft Auto 5. I realize it'll keep going and people will keep playing it, but I myself will more than likely be done with it. So I thought it'd be kind of a fitting way to say goodbye to it by heading down to the pier. I've twisted one up. Head down to the pier, burn it down, and say goodbye to this fantastic game. Remember some of the times I've had. Driving the first car I ever stole in the game down there. Looks a lot like a car I used to have way back in the day. I'm gonna go down to the pier. We'll head out there and we'll watch the sunset. That sounds like a good way to say goodbye to the game. I was living in Minnesota when the game came out, and in the middle of winter was looking to move to Southern California soon, in about a year. So the game definitely helped me out by making me feel like I was there early, which is pretty cool. Then I got to live I lived in this game out by the Alamo Sea, but for our purposes, I live in Los Santos. And we'll just park right here. Looks good to me. I've had some really good times here. I connected with a couple of old friends. I made a couple of new ones. I don't know. It was a good time. I've done racing. I mean, it was a game that transformed video games for me, and I've been playing them since the Atari 2600. So I'm not a new gamer. But this was just something that was so far and above anything I'd ever played before. So kudos to Rockstar. Excellent game. Could not have asked for anything more. I bought the game twice. Once for PS3, once for PS4. I couldn't be happier with how the game went. I would have liked to have seen gas play at least a little bit of a role in the cars. It would have been fun to see some of these things come to an end because they were running out of gas. But other than that, I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, it got a little Call of Duty-ish at the end, but I don't know where you were supposed to go. And I think we'll start up right here. We'll just spark it right here, and we'll get going from there. There we go. Not much, my dude. So, I will be doing RDR broadcasts. I will be playing completely raw, no HUD. I've not looked into any cheats or anything like that. It's going to be completely virgin experience. I'll be broadcasting the whole thing. Starting as soon as the game is released, I'll be broadcasting. It's the great thing about Los Santos is you can toke up on the docks and nobody cares.
You know I've been looking for a job all day.
I think I took full advantage of this. I created races, created all kinds of stuff. Never got to finish all the heists, but I kind of feel like they came out way too late, and it's just way too hard to try to get strangers to do anything right. I'm always amazed at the level of detail that they do on this map. Rockstar is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to maps. People can knock them for whatever they want, I don't care, but when it comes to designing a map that, I mean, I feel like I am in Southern California here. When I drive to LA from where I live, I feel like this, I mean, it looks the same. It's just really, they did a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to the maps of RDR2. I very much enjoyed the first one. I played it until I couldn't play it anymore. One thing I wish that they would have done with this is, and I suppose they still could, but rather than come out with a part 6 and redo all the same cars and all the same things that they've done here before, and that, I would have rather have seen them expand and bring like Liberty City in, so that you would have part of a mission and part of your crew in Liberty City that would do the first part of the mission, and then like those here in Los Santos would then have to complete the second part of that mission to complete the smuggling mission, let's just say, and then both crews would make bank on that. I think that's a wasted opportunity, honestly. I think that you could expand things that way rather than redoing them in a part 6. But you get what you get, right? Mugshots, nice. I wonder if those are real people or if those are just, nah, those have got to be just faked, or you know what I mean. Yeah. What are you, like the mugshot dealer? I've never noticed this guy down here before. Weird. Well, I'm glad I noticed you before the game was completely over, man. It's hard to complain with all the updates that they've done. The amount of vehicles, though, I mean, it was just fantastic. It was a hell of a ride. I mean, 6 years, I paid, well, probably about 120 bucks for the 2 copies of the game. That's all I paid, and I had a lot of fun, made millions in the game. If you guys are, if anybody's interested in running with me in RDR, just look me up. I'm coyote-green, all lowercase. That's my PSN, so send me a friend request. You can run with us. We've got about 5 guys or so. I'm sure if you've watched any of the streams I've had, which haven't been many yet, and they've all been pretty dark because it's been Friday the 13th, but you know, we're about to get into the RDR section. It'll be brighter and it'll be a little bit more lively, I guess, but yeah, definitely send us something. We're pretty cool. As far as the game itself, I think some of the best aspects were the flying. I mean, I realize none of this is realistic, but just the flying physics was really fun. It was not too overly complicated. It was still a bit complicated, especially on a couple of those missions with some really tight landing spots, but I loved it. I really enjoyed how the traffic kind of changed from weekdays to weekends. One thing I wish that they really would have done as well is put sharks into the ocean. I think that would have been pretty easy to do. It would have been fun. It'd have been something different just to have that extra element of danger, especially if you were out having to do missions on the ocean, in the jet skis. The map was phenomenal. The amount of dialogue was pretty good. I mean, after a while you start hearing "my dude" a lot, but overall it was pretty good. The radio stations were phenomenal. That's always incredible. I I mean, just the sheer volume of music, the spectrum of music was great. Loved the special events, whether it was the fireworks, whether it was the snow. I mean, it was just probably the most solid game I've ever played. It's definitely the only game I've ever really felt kind of bad about not playing anymore. I played it a couple of times this week, waiting out the RDR2, and I have fun with it. But it's definitely been, I mean, I've put in so many hours on this game that I've played everything all the way through with pistols, with all that stuff. But I had a lot of memories here, a lot of good times. It was a game unlike anything else I'd ever really played. My friends and I approached it more like it was kind of a social network that you did stuff on, which made it very, very entertaining. I look forward to more of that in RDR 2. So I don't know. I guess that was pretty much what I had to say. So I guess we'll just kind of hang out here, watch the sunset, smoke a little bit. It was a good game. A little emotional, but it really helped me out when I was needing Southern California, and it was there on my PlayStation, and that made things a little easier to deal with. Now that I'm back, it's still fun. I guess with that, I'll just kind of kick back and you guys can hang out and toke one and watch the sunset with me, or you guys can catch me on Red Dead Redemption soon. 2, excuse me. Please give thumbs up if you liked. Please subscribe if you like. Leave comments. What you liked, what you didn't like about the game. Things you're gonna miss. Things that were special to you. And with that, have a great afternoon and enjoy the buzz we got. Have a good one.